Hello, welcome to another Speedbird Sim Deck video. You join us on the ground here in Sofia and the next leg of our Euros tour. We're heading on a short hop down south to Athens in Greece. Flight time of around about 1 hour 5 minutes. We are on Vatsim and we do have Athens Approach and Adria radar, who we might cross into their airspace just for a little while. But certainly Athens Approach is online, so we should have some Vatsim coverage on the way down. And thank you for those that have been watching our videos, and if you like what we do, don't forget, let's hit that like and subscribe button. And as ever, you can follow our flows here in the aircraft, what we do, how we program the aircraft. It will work in the fly-by-wire, the Fenix and the Asobo A320, so you just follow these flows, use it as a tutorial, follow it step by step, and it should get you in the air. So without further ado, let's get into the aircraft and get some lights on, because it is a little bit dark in here, as you can see. So I'm just going to come up top and then let's get these batteries on, get some external power, let's get that dome light on and get some light on. Okay, so let's turn on the APU while we wait. Seatbelt signs, no smoking signs, and arm the emergency exit lights. Bit of heat into the cargo hold, and any white light with the Airbus, let's turn it off. And let's power up the APU, which is the auxiliary power unit, of course, which is the small engine at the tail of the plane, and that allows us to start our engines on pushback, which we'll come to in a second. Okay, top left. We're going to align our ideas. Remember that all of these need aligning to nav, and you start left, right, middle, and that's it. We just leave that alone. Let's just come to our pedestal. Let's get some lights on down here just so we can see what we're doing. I do like the bright lights. The brighter the better. Just my eyes are not the best. Ignore that. We'll clear those off. And I'm just going to tune to 122.8 because that's the Unicom. We haven't got any Vatsim coverage anywhere, but other aircraft are coming into Sofia and are taking off, so I want to be able to listen in and see what they're up to. And let's turn on all of our wind shear. Oops. Wind shear, so we're ready. Okay. Electronic flight bag. Go into the Fenix. Mass and balance. Sorry, let's go my flight. We need to bring the flight plan in, which is what we're doing. Tap here, we'll bring the flight plan in from SimBrief because that's where we've put it. So, Sofia to Athens. We've imported the flight plan. We can leave that as it is for now. I'm just going to have a look at the weather because I want to make a note here of the QNH 1026. 1026. We will check that again in a second. So ground services. Let's toggle the jetway.
Hello, this is Bulgaria 974. We got engine 1 spare. So we will make a short Airways Zulu approaching to runway 09 traffic.
Not sure what that is, but we'll just leave that. Okay, so let's load the aircraft on the flight plan. Fast time 7 minutes. And while that's loading, let's go to the MCDU. So, ATSU, AOC menu, flight init, because we need to initiate the flight data. So let's bring that in from SimBrief. I'll take a few seconds, and all of this should be filled in for us. There we go. Speedbird 74 Bravo, Sofia, Athens, 1 hour 4 minutes, and our alternate is it's Turkey. It's in Turkey. I'm not sure. That might be Izmir. I'll need to check that. Okay, let's go to init A page, init request. Most of this will get filled in for us, not everything, but that's fine. Okay, flight number, Speedbird, so British Airways BAW 74 Bravo. Cost index today is 0, and we're cruising at flight level 370, so 37,000 feet today. There we go. And init B page, so because we know at the top right we've got these left and right arrows, it means there's another page. So if we hit the right arrow, here we go. We've got to fill in the zero fuel weight center of gravity, and the block fuel. Now, We can't fill in the zero fuel weight centre of gravity yet because we're still loading the aircraft. However, we can the zero fuel weight, and that is on our sim brief plan, which today is about 56.7 tonnes. 56.7, and I'm going to put the forward slash in and leave the rest blank. That's telling the MCDU we will fill that in later. So there we go, put that in there. Our block fuel, 5.9 tonnes. 5.9. There we go. We can leave that, and we'll come back to the zero fuel weight centre of gravity once we've fully loaded. So, flight plan. So, let me show you our routing today. There we go. It's just a southerly direction, really straightforward, straight out south of Bulgaria, over northern Greece, and then down, passing south of Athens before we make a turn in. And we're on runway 09 today, which is this runway here, so we'll probably taxi out Juliet, Hotel and Alpha before taking off in a easterly direction. And after we've taken off, we'll take off in easterly direction and we'll make a right turn towards Sierra Foxtrot 506, where we must be below 10,000 feet before we hit Dilvo, and then we make our south turn. A couple of constraints here, maximum 230 knots, and we must be above 4,500 feet by this point here. And our transition altitude is 12,000 feet. And it's at that altitude we move from local QNH to standard. So a couple of issues for us there. The aircraft will take care of those constraints. So what's really important here is we've got a couple of aircraft here on the ground with us or approaching. So we're going to set 37,000 feet. That's our cruise altitude. The aircraft will manage any constraints. We haven't got ATC on. We will keep an eye out for that. But while we haven't got ATC on, we're not going to worry too much. Come back into MCDU. Now let's set our departure. LBSF departure. We're departing 09. Now our departure is the Dilvo 2 Sierra, which is on the next page. Ooh, was it that page? Oh, there we are. Dilvo 2 Sierra. Click that, and we're inserting that into the flight plan. There we go. All the way, and we should then come. Now we've got flight plan discontinuity. That's purely because we haven't put in yet our arrival, so we'll do that now. And our arrival. Now we're arriving on 03 left, and we are doing the ILS Zulu approach for 03 left. Oh, didn't like that. Where's that? ILS Zulu 03 left. There we go. ILS Zulu 03 left, and we're on the Nevra 3 Charlie. So Nevra, oh no, 2 Alpha, Nevra 3 Charlie. There we go. Click that. And have we got any vias? Just let me double check that. Now we have. So if I show you on our arrivals, we've got Kia is where we'll be arriving from. So our initial approach in a second, this is the star, will bring us from Nevra to Kia, where at Kia our initial approach will make a right turn 3,000 feet before making another right turn in, and then there is our final approach where we must be at 1,900 feet by D5.0, which is this point here, for the ILS to bring us down. So what we need to do is look for Kia within the vias. If it's there, then we'll be selecting that, which it is. So there's Kia. Click Kia and insert. Now, as ever, always recommend you do this. Come up to your EFIS and set it to plan. Just scroll back, there we go, so you can see both your nav display and your MCDU, and just scroll through your flight plan just to make sure it makes sense, especially on your arrival, because sometimes it doesn't pick up the data and you end up with some real anomalies and a route that really does not make sense. So far so good. There's Nevra, so that's our star. Kia, make a right turn at Kia, and then we make a right turn again at Delta 190 Tango. Sorry, my eyes are not great. So we make that right turn. I think that's here actually. Make that right turn there, so we can see we're coming from Kier. We make the right turn. Let's hope this continues to make sense. Kier. There we go. So far, so good. And then straight in. Perfect. Happy with that. I will take that all day long. So we've actually got a route that makes sense. Okay. Let's come back in here. Boarding is complete. Zero fuel weights and percentage 29.8. So back into the MCDU. Back into our init page. Init B. My memory's not great either. 29.8. So / 29.8. There we go. So we've got somebody coming in on short final into runway 09 here in Sofia. Now, we need to put in our takeoff performance. This is really important, and the way we get that is come into, again, electronic flight bag, come up to departure performance. We're on 09, it is dry, so let's sync the load sheet, sync the live weather, and we're just going to make a note of that weather. QNH 1026, 130 at 13 knots and temperature +5, just to keep a note of that, and we're going to calculate. We'll notice this page on the right then completes for us, so make a note of everything on that page. V1 135, V rotate 135, V2 136. The transition altitude we already know because we got that from the charts, it's 12,000 feet. Thrust reduction 2740, flaps 3 up 0.0, and our flex to temp is 65 degrees. So now what we need to do is go back into the MCDU and program all of that information in. So V1 135, V rotate 135, V2 136. Transition altitude 12,000 feet done for us. It's not done a bad job of this, but let's put it accurately. 2740. There we go. And same on the other side. 2740. Flex to temp is 65. And flaps 3 / 0, up. Up. 0.0, and there we go. Looks like we are good on. Let's bring the winds in. So bring the wind request. This will bring the wind in from our flight planning. There you go. That's it. So we've now got all of the winds. Clear these messages off. That's absolutely fine. So we'll go into our MCDU menu because there is likely to be some load sheets in there. So receive messages. There's our load sheet. So let's take the first one. Let's accept that. So it's telling us we've got 132 passengers. Takeoff weight 62.4 tons. Zero fuel weight 56.7. So we're going to accept that. And then we'll go into our next load sheet, which is our end load sheet, which confirms all of the information we require. Let's accept that. Right. Pretty good. Let's just put this back into ARC. Just go back onto our radio system now. So put that standby. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do this early. TRAA. We'll squawk. Right then. Almost ready to go. So let's just check what's around us. The EasyJet is just pushed back. So what we can do while we're waiting for the EasyJet just to move, we have got our APU and it's now on, so let's take off the external power. Let's come back into the EFB and let's get that removed. Ground services, let's remove the GPU and let's connect the tug ready. Now we can't actually move at the moment because he's still... Is he started to move? Yep, he's starting to taxi, so we're okay. We'll be able to go shortly. So our plan is to push back onto Juliet, and then we will taxi Juliet. So we're actually on November 1, Juliet and hotel. Just give him time to clear. And I shall put a call out in a second once I know we're ready. Happy there, happy there. I think we're ready to go. So come up the top, what we'll do is we'll put the APU bleed on ready because that's what we're going to use to start the engine. And I'm just going to switch to ignition, ready to start the engines in a second. Just getting some messages through just to make sure. Okay. Sofia traffic, Speedbird 74 Bravo pushing back from stand 15 onto November 1. Okay, so we can start pushing back now. So what we'll do, we'll just come all the way back, take off the brakes and start. Come here, let's start engine 2. Getting a good start there. We better turn on our strobes while we're at it. Let's just check where we're pushing back to make sure we're happy. Yep, so we'll make that turn now. I'm going to put some lights on just so I can see what's going on here, because difficult to see where all the lines are. That worked out nicely actually. Luck than good judgment, I have to confess, but never mind. So we're stopping. Brakes on. Disconnect the tug. Let's have a look, where are we up to? Okay, starting engine number 1. While we're here, what I'm going to do, Q&H, didn't set that, did I? 1026. Should have done that right from the off, but never mind. Flaps 3. On the speed brake and auto brake set to maximum, which is done. Looking good. So we're just waiting for engine to become available. Just wait for the temperature to come up and then we can turn off the APU bleed and the APU. There we go, available. Ignition back to normal. Back at the top. Turn off APU, turn off APU bleed, and let's get some lights.
Sofia traffic, EZ4681 up about in runway 098 on the Costa 30 departure, Sofia traffic.
Okay. So we'll get a call in a second. Sofia traffic, Speedbird 74 Bravo, taxi in Juliet, Hotel Alpha for runway 09. Okay, we're good to go, he says. I think. want to check. We've got this TRA. Just not sure what's going on here. Auto, TRA, okay, looks okay. Why is it not working? I'm not squawking for some reason. Okay, we'll just see what happens as we go. Right, parking brake off, bit of power. Then we can start our taxi. So it's very, very quiet at Sofia. There isn't a lot of traffic there today at all.
Traffic EZ468, take off runway 09.
So we have got one taking off just ahead of us. You'll see it go across left to right in a second. It's EasyJet. I think that's heading to Heathrow or Gatwick. So this is us on Juliet.
Traffic.
Oh, there we go, going straight ahead of us, look, straight ahead. There we go. And we're going to take a left here. Oops. And this is hotel, and this is just a long straight really to the end of the runway. And that's us ahead. Just go straight down the end of here. We'll take a right on Alpha, and we'll be on runway 09, ready to go. So takeoff test. Let's have a look. Takeoff test. All green, no blue. All good. So Sofia itself is surrounded by mountains, so it's quite a tricky approach in some ways, because you do get a lot of wind coming off those mountains and a lot of lightning, thunder and lightning. So you do have to take it very carefully when you come in to land or take off from Sofia. But beautiful city, well worth a visit if you've not visited. Highly recommend it. Lots to do. And the airport's very close.
Traffic EZ468, airborne passing 4000.
Okay. So we're just going to keep going down this route here. It's all looking pretty good though, I have to say. I'm not concerned. So as you can see, we're just taxiing down hotel, and we will take a right onto Alpha and the bottom of runway 09. It's actually going to be Bravo we're taking. We're not taking Alpha at all. We're going to take Bravo, which is this one here. This will put us at the end of runway 09. Just take this turn slowly because it's a bit of a sharp one. There we go, 09. So we're just going to stop here a minute while we... Oops. Lights to take off. Oh dear me. There we go. All good. Is that beacon on? Should be on. What's going on here? On. There we go. And let's go for this. So nothing coming. Let's go. Line up. Give me a bit of power. Probably overstoked that, but never mind. And we're going to line up on runway 09. Nothing coming in, so we're okay there. Just check the map on Vatsim very quickly. That's why there's ever so slight delay. And then we'll put the call out just in case there are any other aircraft in our vicinity. Okay. Sofia traffic, Speedbird 74 Bravo taking off runway 09 for the Dilv 2 Sierra departure. Are we ready? Let's go. Power. Power up. Here we go. $100. V1, rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Autopilot on. Let's have a look. That's good. Just once we climb 4,000 feet, we'll let everybody know. And we'll start to make our right turn in a second. That was nice. Sofia traffic, Speedbird 74 Bravo, airborne through 4,000 feet. Okay. There we go, there's our right turn. So let's have a clean up, let's 4-2 brake. Disarm the ground spoilers, and we'll leave the lights and the seatbelt signs on till we pass through 10,000 feet, flight level 100. And we're making good progress now on the star, which I shall show you. So we've made our initial exit from Sofia. We are making a right turn. We're actually looks like we're heading direct now for Sierra Foxtrot 506, where we'll make a slight right turn to Dilvo, and then we'll be on our way to Athens. Flight time of approximately 1 hour 10 minutes. And as I say, Athens is online currently. Athens Approach 132.975. So what we will do in a second, once we get up in the air and at cruise, we will look to just put that in the standby radio ready. In fact, I think we could probably do that now. Everything else looks quite clean at the moment. So let's come in here, let's get this ready. 132.975. Whoops. Nines. 975. Phew. I think there's an aircraft just over to our left. Just checking SimAware. Yeah, there's no. Actually, there's one over to our right somewhere. Probably just behind us actually. Can't see it. Must be way above us, I would have thought. And 10,000 feet coming in, because remember from our star charts, Sierra Foxtrot 506, we've got to be below 10,000 feet, out or below, so we can't break that altitude. We don't obviously have ATC online, so we cannot go above that at all at this moment. Once we passed it, then we can start our climb again. And QNH, it was 12,000 feet, wasn't it? So I think we've got two more thousand. Now we are at 10,000 feet, so let's come up the top. Whoops. Let's take those off. This one always gets me. Never plays ball. Wing lights off. Runway turn off, lights off. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try it from this angle, see if it plays. There we go. Always. Don't know why it does that. Yeah, anyway, there we go. So once we get by Sierra Foxtrot 506, which is just coming up here, we'll then start to climb again for flight level 370. That was actually very, very smooth departure. And we're on our way to Athens on the next leg of our Euros tour. And don't forget, if you like what we do, if you like the tour, hit those like and subscribe button. And also join our Discord, Speedbird Sim Deck. Come along, have a chat, and we're going to try and arrange some group flights once we get enough of us together. So yeah, join the Discord, let us know. And where should we go next? Put a comment down below, and who knows, we may choose that as our next destination. Yep. Okay, so we're now climbing again. Just keep our eye for the QNH. Once that starts flashing, that's our signal that we must go into standard QNH here. And then when we're at cruise, what we'll do is we'll have a look at programming the arrival performance. I like to do it early. It's just a habit I've got into, and I just continually then check the information. So if you have to update, I can update as we go along. As I say, short flight should be on the ground in probably an hour's time. There we go. QNH is now flashing as we've passed through 12,000 feet. Give that a pull, and it goes to standard pressure. And actually, we didn't have this one programmed in properly anyway, so it should have been 1026. So I'm just going to put that in, and the standby I'm just going to put to standard pressure as well. And I think that's it for now. I'm not sure what's just happened there. I've just lost well, that was strange. Just lost the Vatsim map. But anyway, it's back now. And thank you for our latest subscribers. We've got a lot of you. Dheeraj Kumar Dave, Fortnite GTA 5, Quindale Dingle, and Alison Johnson. Thank you very much. And don't forget, you can join as well. Hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget, hit that alert so you can keep up to date with all of our latest videos and the next leg on our Euros tour. Seatbelt sign, let's turn off now. There we go. Seatbelt sign off while the aircraft is going up. Let's go into arrival performance. So runway, we're going to be arriving on 03 left. Let's apply the METAR. We're just going to make a note of that METAR. So METAR 020 at 4 knots, wind is 10 degrees Celsius, and it's 1023 on the QNH. So our landing weight we get from our flight plan, 59.6 tons is what we're expecting. 59.6. Low auto brake. low auto brake. I've applied the metal. Good. There we go. Let's put medium auto brake. So low auto brake. 1972, which is really good because if you look at Athens, I'm just going to bring that in a second. If you look where it's saying we're going to finish, it's probably about halfway down the runway, which is probably around here. We can probably come off either Alpha 9 or Alpha 10. I think we'll aim for Alpha 10. I'm kind of hoping that we'll then do Alpha 11 Bravo Kilo, and we'd be in the north apron somewhere. If we look at the parking stands, I'm kind of hoping we're going to be Bravo 62, 63, somewhere like that would be handy. We'll see when we get closer. We can request it, which is what I intend to do. And there you go, you can see now we're making our way to Otkok, then Nikti, and then we'll cross out of Bulgarian airspace into Greek airspace, pass over Limos, and then we'll make our way down to Kia before we make our turn. Now we've got, there's our initial approach. For the ILS Zulu 03 left, we'll come across the Kia, westerly, 3,000 feet, and then we'll make a right turn before we start our final approach, where we'll need to be at 1,900 feet. We will target 1,900 feet, but the chances are approach will give us vectors the closer we get, and we may even get a few shortcuts, so we'll see as we get closer what comes up. At this moment in time, nothing else is on, and we've just got to get the ATIS. That's a point. I wonder if we can get the ATIS for our arrival. Yeah, okay, so that is the current ATIS, which will probably change, but we'll just make a note. Delta. So we know we're doing ILS Zulu, runway 03 left. Transition level is 10,000 feet, which is what we also had. Not a lot of wind, 020 at 4 knots. And it's plus 10, so it's a bit warmer. And QNH 1023, and visibility is very good. So what we'll do is, let's come into the MCDU. Go into the performance page, go into next phase, next phase, next phase, and here we go. This is our arrivals page. So QNH 1023, we will be checking the closer we get, by the way. Plus 10. Wind 020 at 4. Transition altitude, I'm going to check that. Yeah, 10,000. And our radio, so we get that from our chart. So if we come here, and this is our final approach plate, which is the one we're after. 455 feet is where we need to be making a decision as to whether or not we go back round. So 455. There we go, and that's it configured, ready for landing. Just a bit early, but it's better to do that, be prepared, and we can then change it. So top of climb 1952 as top of descent, top of descent 2013. So that gives us some idea of when we will be starting to descend. Probably about half an hour's time we'll start our descent into Athens. Just keep an eye on the Vatsim charts, because Vatsim map, I just don't want to get caught out with another controller coming on. But as things stand, we can expect Athens to be online. Phew, bit hectic, but we're doing all right. It's quite a smooth takeoff, and there wasn't, to be fair, there wasn't that many in Sofia. There was only two or three aircraft. So 235 nautical miles to go. Current speed is 435 knots, or 0.73 or 740 Mach. yeah, pleased with that. On our way. So we've been airborne 13 minutes. As I say, flight time of about an hour and 10 minutes. It's only a short hop south from Sofia, and this is the next leg. So if you have been following, we set off from Gatwick and went north to Edinburgh. From Edinburgh we went to Iceland to Vagar in the Faroe Islands, where we had a very hairy arrival and even hairier takeoff. Those two videos are worth a look. From Vagar we visited Tromsø to Stockholm to Estonia to Copenhagen to Finland to Latvia to Budapest to Prague down to Split and Split to Sofia. So we're doing well. We've got to try and get to all 44 European countries plus the 7 dependencies in the next few months. Phew, that was a little bit of a list, wasn't it? Where next? Let us know in the comments. Where do you want us to go? Where do you think we should go to next? Do we do a slightly longer flight, or do we do a short hop flight? You let us know. You decide. As I say, get involved in the Discord group, Speedbird Sim Deck. Hopefully we'll get enough of us. We'll try and do a group flight, and we'll do a recording of that group flight as well. And we'll do it on Vatsim. I think that'll be a good way to get to know each other, and hopefully as we go through our European tour we can gather enough of us that when we do our final flight we can all fly into London Gatwick and keep them busy there. Not that they're not busy anyway, but it'd be nice to have a group of us on a final flight, wouldn't it? So yeah, let us know, get involved, join the Discord group, Speedbird Sim Deck. Let's have a look outside what we got. So just passing now out of Bulgarian airspace now, we're on the border, we're now passing into Greek airspace. Just off to our left there is Xanthi, so we'll just pass by Xanthi as we make our way south, and we'll be over the island of Limnos probably in about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes we'll be over Limnos. And from Limnos we'll make a right turn heading south westerly for Kia, and at Kia we'll then make our turn in for Athens. Athens is quiet. There's not a lot in Athens at the moment, which is interesting. I thought Athens might be a little bit busier tonight with Approach online, but it's not. It's very, very quiet. Okay, we'll take that. It's not a problem. And we'll contact Athens Approach just as we get through Christos. We'll cross over Christos, which is just after Nevra. It's just as we start the star. We'll probably contact Approach. So by Nevra, there's no flight constraint, but it says from Nevra to Kia we should be 8,000 feet. So hopefully we can target that. Try not to miss the top of descent this time like we did last time. I was talking too much and missed it, so hopefully we won't do that. Not much to see at the moment, so just making our way through northeast Greece. I'll pass over Kavalar and then Soutis. making our way over to Limnos. Making good progress. And the skies are quiet. I think we've got... having said Athens is quiet, it's now suddenly got busy. There's a lot going into Athens all of a sudden. This could be interesting. This controller's going to get busy in a little while once we arrive. That's all good, it's all part of it. Yeah, it's looking alright. So, has anybody tried the E-Jets yet? I've had a look. I don't intend buying. Just don't feel I can pay for an incomplete aircraft at this stage. I think it is going to be an outstanding aircraft once it's all completed, but I'd like to see it finished before I pay out on it. I was tempted just to get it, just to test it for the channel, but reading all the reviews and just picking things up, I don't think I'm going to bother. But I will buy the E175 once I know it is fully complete and fully functional. I think it's probably been released just that little bit too early. But if you've used it, tell me what you think. Put a comment below. I'll be really interested in your view on that. I'm just not sold on it yet. And I keep toying with the PMDG, but I'm an Airbus person through and through. I'm waiting for the A350, which is my all-time favourite aircraft. I will get the A380 from fly-by-wire once it becomes available. Just preference really. I just prefer the Airbus aircraft. I always have done. But I am very, very tempted with the PMDG 737. It looks a fantastic aircraft. Looks as though it keeps you busy though. So we're now heading towards the coast. In fact, we're now over the coast, just passing over the sea. We're heading now for Limos. So we'll pass over Limos shortly, which I'm not sure we'll see from up here. It's a bit dark tonight. No, can't really see Limos just yet. But it is out there ahead of us. Over here is Limos. Or Thasos and Limos. So now just over the coast. That's the coast. Sorry, I'll just turn the aircraft down a little bit. So that is the coastline there. We're just passing over the coastline now of Greece. It's a bit noisy outside the aircraft. And clear skies all the way. Looking at this, there's no rain or anything like that. We should be absolutely fine. Should be a really nice approach into Athens, providing all goes well. So estimated time now probably 23 minutes. We should be starting our descent. Let's see how we manage to land this thing. which in itself will be an interesting test. We tend to get a float or a bounce and not much in between. But there you go. So over to our right somewhere is another aircraft. Can't see it at the moment, but that's over there somewhere. Fuel's looking good, 4.4 tons, nothing's changed. However, the ATIS has altered in Athens, so we're now on Echo. Has anything changed? I'm just going to check. Yeah, the wind's changed direction, but there's not a lot of it. 010 at 3 degrees, plus 11, QNH 1024. So what we'll do is just come back in here, just go into our performance page, say we just keep on top of it, we just keep updating it. So 1024 is just the way I do it. You don't have to do it this way. You can leave this till you get much closer, and I know we're going to have some people saying, oh, you don't do that. It's just the way I do it. It works for me, and if you want to follow this way, it should work for you as well. There we go. We will have another check the closer we get. That one was last updated. When was the ATIS last updated there? I'm just looking on the Vatsim map, 1950. So the chances are we will have another update at 2020. So we just keep our eye for that top of descent coming in, which is down here, look. That was interesting. We just got disconnected from Vatsim for some reason. How bizarre. But anyway. So you can see there we've got our top of descent just before Nevra. Plenty of time. We've got a bit of time to go yet. And ILS Zulu 03 left, which is correct. Another look just before Nevra, just here we'll start our descent, and it looks like approach covers it does actually cover Christus and round, so we'll probably be contacting approach at the same time as well. Cruising altitude, flight level 370, all good. Just check on here. Oops, that's not what I meant. Yeah, 122.8 and approach, Athens approach 132.975 there, programmed in ready, and happy with that. I can program the ATIS on the right, 136125. 6125. Oops. Let's go up, it's quicker. I think we'll be too far away to pick it up yet, but as we get closer we will pick up the ATIS. So we just check for any change. Be a bit loud, so it'll probably give us all a jump. But that's fine. Looking good. So yeah, making good progress, making good time. It is only a very short flight. Don't mind that. We're probably about halfway, as I say, we're anticipating the top of descent just to kick in probably about 20 minutes time. we should be there, and we'll start our descent, aiming for 1,900 feet, which we will program, but we may get vectored, so we may end up having to control that descent a little bit more as we come in. Let's wait and see. Yeah, halfway now. Starting our right bank, and we're heading now straight for Athens, Kia, just south of Athens. Fuel's looking good, 3.9 tons left, that's plenty. Engine's looking good, temperature's looking good, no ECAM warnings, exactly what we want. Turn the brightness up just to see, nothing there anyway, but fine. Let's just, there's no company messages because we've seen that, so that's good. Now heading to Stino and then Lupus after that, and if we just follow that through, top of descent still 2013, so about 13 minutes we'll be starting our descent into Athens. I've got a Q&H change, which I didn't notice. There we go. Transition level 100. So that's absolutely fine as well, and we're still on echo currently. So just got to keep an eye on that. Let's see what that says. Not for us. Somebody approaching Bulgaria, Sofia, from Heathrow. Who's that? Let's have a look. So that's Speedbird 90 Bravo Golf, Victor Georgiev, flying from Heathrow to Sofia. 76 miles to go. Yeah, so things will probably get a little bit hectic as the closer we get to Athens, but hopefully we'll be able to just keep control as we go. And it is busy. Athens airspace is picking up. It's more departures than arrivals at the moment, but there's a couple of us probably due to arrive at a similar time, so Approach will have their hands full. Remember, Vatsim top down, so Approach will handle the ground as well in Athens, so kind of hoping we do get that north apron. Definitely prefer the north apron, so yes, let's get that parking stand in there so we've got it ready. Yeah, north apron would do me just fine, please. Let's wait and see. We'll see as we get closer, but the north apron looks the best bet, if I'm honest. So there's Lipitz just in front of us. We're about 15 nautical miles away now, and we're heading direct now for Kia, which is the island just south of Athens, where we will make our approach. That's our initial approach. So one thing I do recommend if you are just trying out Vatsim is just have a bit of paper and a pen handy. It's really important you just make a note of everything that is said by the controller. It does get busy, and if you're new, don't be afraid just to ask them to repeat. It's fine, but what I would say is don't go into the really busy airports if you're not confident. It's hard for the controllers as it is, and they'll find it very frustrating if you keep having to repeat. So maybe just try the quieter ones. Athens isn't that busy, so I'm quite comfortable flying into Athens. I have flown out of Gatwick and Heathrow. It is really busy in Gatwick and Heathrow, so just bear that in mind. So, doing well, really good progress at the moment, really happy with this. So far so good, just a shame it's a night flight, there isn't much to see. I could have changed it to a day flight, but again, once you're in the air you're just staring at the sea. Most of this flight is actually over the sea, and I do think it'd be quite nice to see Athens with the lights, the night lights on there. No change in the ATIS. I'm going to keep checking it. I think the next change is likely to be at 2020, so that will be probably as we start our descent. So we just need to be really quick just to double check it that it's not a problem, and then we'll update the MCDU should we need to. Check where's our top of descent. Should be coming in. There we go. Top of descent. We're about 50 miles away now from our top of descent before Levra, and we'll target, and we can get that ready actually, because if we need to change we'll change, but it's going to be 1,000. I'm just going to double check because I think it's 1,900 feet. So there we go, we're ready. We're not going to activate it, but we are ready should we need it. Oh dear, connection.
Temperature 11, 2.7, QNH1024. Advise on initial contact. You have information echo. Here is Athens Venezuela Airport Athens information echo. Recorded at 1950 Zulu. Approach type ILS Zulu. Landing runway 3 left. Takeoff runway 3 right. Transition level 100. Wet 010 at 3. Visibility 9er. Few clouds at 3000. Temperature 11. 2.7. QNH102.
We'll turn that off. We've got that information currently, so we're okay, but that is the ATIS in Athens. 40 miles. We'll pull that. Remember, you should always do it just before the top of descent, and the reason is the aircraft doesn't respond immediately. So just before that top of descent marker comes in, if you then activate it, it will slowly start to descend. It won't do it immediately, and that just means you don't miss that top of descent, and it's really important. Some people do forget that, so just before top of descent, activate. what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that down to 10 miles, and this one I'm just going to put to 40 miles. Now we can see it coming in. Look. So we can see both. I can see both nav displays when I need to. I just glance across. Just helpful. And there's a lot on the ground in Athens. All of a sudden, Athens has got busy. Let's have a look. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 on departure, 2 on approach, plus myself. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're getting closer now, so we're not going to be too far before we have to contact approach. Just keep our eye on that top of descent marker coming down, 30 miles. And don't forget, VNAV is enabled on the aircraft, so it will stick to all the constraints going in, but we do have to capture that ILS. I think I've got a contact me. Please contact me at 132.975. Whoops. 132.975.
Please reply.
Okay. Just wait a minute, we won't get straight in because he's talking.
Finnair 35, are you with me? Yes.
Just wait a minute.
Is that 43 Romeo uniform? Wind is 010 degrees, 3 knots, 0 to guide, clear for takeoff. Takeoff 0, easy 43 Romeo.
Athens Approach, Speedbird 74 Bravo with you at flight level 370.
Speedbird 74 Bravo, radar contact. Turn right heading 210, descent flight level 120, vectoring ILS Zulu runway 0 to left.
Yep, 210, flight level 120, ILS 03 Zulu. So I'm now going to go. Ooh. What did he say? 210. Descend flight. What did he say? 120.
Athens Tower, Finnair 225. Finnair 225, you read. Can you reply the fast? Finnair 225, you're clear to destination via Kia to Tango departure, runway 03 right. Initially climb 7000, squawk 7214.
Didn't do that quick enough. That could be an interesting one for us. May have to expedite. Let's wait and see what he comes back at. Engines idle, descending. I'm not sure we're descending fast enough for him, but let's wait and see. We're not on the top of descent yet anyway, so we should be okay. He's given us a shortcut, so we are going to get vectored in. It's not for us.
Is that 43 Romeo uniform? You are reiterated passing 1,500 feet. Climb flight level 240. Papa 240, easy 40 Romeo.
So he's not given us a squawk, which is quite interesting. We just identified, he didn't give us a squawk, so it's going to leave us at squawk 200 by the sound of it. I am concerned about this descent though. We are way off where we needed to be.
Athens Tower, Finnair 225 via Kia 2 Tango, climb 7000. What was that squid? Squawk 7214. 7214. Finnair 25, readback is correct. Finnair 74 Bravo, expedite descent to flight level 120.
Expedite to 120, Speedbird 7 Bravo. Yeah, I thought that might happen, so that's what we're going to do.
Easy 43 Romeo uniform, direct pickup.
Alright, get off the Romeo, Easy 43 Romeo.
Athens Tower, Finnair 225, request push and start at stand Alpha 41. Finnair 225, push and start approved, facing east, QNH 1024.
I'm not sure we're going to make this, you know. This is going to be tight. Sorry, I may go quiet. I'm just watching where we are. We should have been at 8,000 feet at Never and we're nowhere near it.
225, did you read me?
Nowhere near it.
Finnair 225.
There's the airport
Please.
ahead of us, look.
Say again. Finnair 225, push back, push and start approved, QNH 1024, facing east.
So,
What was that QNH? 1024. 1024.
Zulu 03 left. But the airport is just ahead of us. It's probably going to have to vector us just so we can lose a bit of height here, but let's wait and see. Transition altitude is 10,000 feet. Not quite sure where he's sending us, if I'm honest. May get us to turn in a minute for Kia.
Tower 346, push and start approved, facing east, QNH
I'll do that.
1024.
That's what he's doing, look. That's fine.
Push and start approved, facing east, QNH 1024, Tower 346.
Speed brake out a little bit. Let's just slow us down just a touch. We are descending at quite a rate of knots there. A lot of speed going into that, so I just want to slow us a little bit. As I say, apologies if I do go quiet. I am just trying to concentrate a little bit here. Starting to lose altitude now. I'm hoping he's going to send us a little bit further. It's going to be a bit of a sharp turn.
Speedbird 7 for Bravo, expedite descent to 4,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Yeah, well, 4,000 feet, QNH 1024, Speedbird 7 for Bravo. So once we get through 10,000 feet, we can change our local pressure. As you can see, we're just making our way down now, 4,000 feet. Whew, it's going to be hairy. Please get down. I do enjoy Vatsim, but I still get the shakes just pressing that button. Still get the heebie-jeebies just in case you make a mistake. Got to keep remembering it's only a game. So landing system I'm just going to turn on now as I get closer. Got to remember our speed brakes are fully deployed at this moment in time. Let's bring us down nicely. Once we get to 10,000 feet we'll put seatbelt signs on and all the lights. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do it now. And I don't have to worry, I know it's done. Get yourself down to 4,000 feet, come on. We are dropping like a stone. I have
Athens Tower, Finnair 225, ready to taxi.
I think what he's gonna do.
Finnair 225, taxi to runway, to holding point runway 03 right, via taxiway call.
There we go. Q&H set. 4,000 feet will come in probably at this point.
7 for Bravo, turn right heading 300, descend 3,000 feet.
Heading right 300 and 2,000 feet, Speedbird 7 for Bravo.
Athens Tower, Finnair 225, can you reply? Finnair 225, taxi to holding point runway 03 right, via taxiway call. Finnair 225, taxi run via runway to via taxiway call.
So descending nicely. Just keep turning for 300. As I say, keep your
request taxi.
keep your paper and a pen handy. Just write everything down.
Meter 346, taxi to holding point runway 03 right, via taxiway Battalion Delta, hold short of Delta 2.
Taxi holding point to runway 03 right, by Hotel Delta.
There's Athens over there to our right.
346.
Phew. And we'll make a turn in a second for the runway, I would imagine.
Speedbird 7 for Bravo, you're too low. Stop descending until you're established. With the local stabilizer, turn right heading 010, clear Tyler Zulu, runway 03 left.
Right 010. Speedbird 7 for Bravo.
EG43 Romeo uniform, switch to Unicom 1 to decimal 8, have a nice flight.
Unicom, shout.
Speedbird 7 for Bravo, report when established.
Yeah, we'll report when established. Speedbird 7 for Bravo.
Finnair 225, winds are calm, runway 03 right, clear for takeoff. Finnair 225, please say again. Finnair 225, Athens Tower, please say again. Finnair 225, winds are calm, runway 03 left, right, clear for takeoff. Finnair 225, clear for takeoff.
We got a problem here. problem. Here we
Terrain
go.
ahead.
I see it, I see it. We're okay,
Terrain
we're okay,
ahead.
we're okay.
Terrain ahead.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
We're okay. Carrying on, we're fine.
Terrain ahead. Pull
Way
up.
too quick though.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Phew.
Terrain ahead.
We're okay.
Pull up.
No, we don't need to.
Terrain ahead.
It's all fine. Ignore the terrain warnings. This
Terrain
is hairy,
ahead.
people. I am sorry.
Terrain ahead.
Speedbird 7 for Bravo, are you established?
Just established now. Speedbird 7 for Bravo.
Speedbird 7 for Bravo, winds are calm, runway 03 left, clear to land.
Click to land. Speedbird 7 for Bravo.
Itaro 346, line up and wait, runway 03 right.
Line up and wait, runway 03 right, Itaro 346.
Phew, it's hairy. Told you it would be. There we go. Just capturing now. And flaps 3. Flaps full. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Are we going to make it? That's the question.
Finnair 225, radar identifies passing 1,500 feet, direct Sorev, climb flight level 170.
We're on the glide slope. There's Athens over to our left, look. We are still high.
225 at flight level 2,500. Increasing flight level 2,000.
Speed good.
500.
All green, no blue.
Direct Sorev, climb flight level 170.
Minimum. 170.
Continue.
And direct Sorev. Itaro 346, winds are calm, runway 03 light, clear for takeoff.
Please press takeoff, runway 03 right, Itaro 346.
200.
Finnair 225, direct Sorev.
100.
Finnair 225,
Light
start.
slope.
30. 20. Retard.
Oh, that was really hard. Did not like that. Oh, that was awful. Continue up there. We're not going to make that one.
Finnair 225, direct Sorev. Speedbird 7 for Bravo, taxi to gate Alpha 37 via taxiway Alpha Hotel.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, could you repeat that, please? Speedbird 7 for Bravo.
To gate Alpha 37 via Alpha Hotel.
Alpha 37 via Alpha Hotel. Speedbird 7 for Bravo. Alpha 37 via Alpha Hotel. Okay.
Standby agency, okay? Itaro 346, radar identified passing 2,000 feet, climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level to... Say again, please.
240.
So we've arrived.
240, Itaro 346.
Really not sure what happened there with that landing. That was just blooming awful.
Advisory to copy. Athens 68, you're clear to Eleftherios Venizelos via KA1 Alpha departure, runway 36.
We're down. They've got broken spines, broken undercarriage and everything else, but anyway, never mind. We're here. Welcome to Athens.
Athens 68, feedback is correct.
So we go straight down here for L37.
It's our 346 direct ticket.
Down the bottom of hotel. Straight ahead, second. Oof. I knew it was going to get hairy, but blimey. Oof.
Do
you know what? I didn't even look what that was. Feet per minute. I will have a look afterwards. I may not even share it with you. I'm embarrassed. I'm absolutely embarrassed by that landing. Oh dear me. That was a shocker. Oh dear. What was going on? Oh well. I have to apologise to the passengers. Sorry you're unable to walk, that was our fault.
Athens Approach, good evening, GN 161 with you.
GN 161, radar contact, Kalistera. Descent flight level 120, maintain present heading, vectoring for ILS Zulu runway 036 left.
Descending 120, flight level.
First one is 39.
ILS Zulu, runway 03 left. Giannis 161.
Finnair 225, Swift Unicorn 128, have a nice flight.
I can't see the marking for this one, but we are going in here.
Finnair 225, good night.
I think that's it there in front of us. There is no marking on here, unfortunately, because I'm on the Asobo default scenery. But there we go. I think we're there. Let's just parking brake set, flaps sorted. Speed brake off, flaps cleaned up. I think we're down. Let's have a look. And there we go. That was the next leg of our Euros tour. Really sorry about that hard landing, and didn't really mean to do that. I'm not quite sure what was going on, if I'm perfectly honest. But there you go, we made it down, made it to Athens. Where next? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. We can have a laugh at the landings together, and hopefully we can do some joint flights together. That's what we want to get to. So join the Discord, Speedbird 74 Bravo. Thank you for your time. Until next time, goodbye.